What's going on, moviegoers? So if you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to Serial Productions. You guys, we got some updated big news on this Candyman sequel from the 1992 Clive Barker's Candyman, which was a phenomenal film. Still to this day, one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. I can't watch that movie alone. Something about that movie is just so terrifying to me. Tony Todd, who played the original Candyman, did such a phenomenal job voicing this character and just playing him. His whole mystique, the way he moved, his walk, his voice, just the hook on the hand, the beats, it's just terrifying to me. That and Pet Sematary, I'd have to say, are the two scariest movies I've ever seen in my life. But when they announced that Jordan Peele was going to be working on a Candyman like reboot or a sequel, some would say, I was like, I like Jordan Peele. I like what he did with Get Out. He's got Us coming out. A Candyman reboot. I can see a lot of potential. A lot of potential. Lots of potential with this film. With that being said, you guys, what do we know so far about this film? And we also did land the lead role. Somebody will be playing Candyman, the boogeyman himself, which we'll get to that a little bit later. But it's going to be directing by Yahya Abdul-Mateen, producing by Jordan Peele, who also will co-write this film. And this is what the film summary has to say on IMDb. A spiritual sequel to the 1992 horror film Candyman that returns to the now gentrified Chicago neighborhood where the legend began. So it's a sequel to the first one, sort of doing what Halloween did with the other Halloween movies. It's a direct sequel to the original Halloween, undermining all the other Halloween movies. So I feel like, you know, that's the route they're going with, I guess. Which is not a bad idea, because how many Candymans were out there? I think there was like three movies out there, and I only personally enjoyed the first one. So that wouldn't be necessarily a bad thing. The release date is expected June 12th, 2020, so next year. And the man who's going to be playing Candyman, Yahya Abdul-Mateen. Some of you guys might know him as Black Manta in Aquaman, which he did a fantastic job. Fantastic job as Black Manta. Now, I think he's a great actor. Will he give us that performance like Tony Todd? My thing is, it's the voice. What scared me so much about the original Candyman and Tony Todd was his voice. It was deep. It was creepy. It was terrifying. I wonder if he can sort of pull off that same voice as well. I'm curious to see how he does in the whole look. Because if it's a direct sequel from the 1992 film, you know, I wonder how they're going to do that. I'm still trying to figure that out because, you know, for the Halloween movie that just came out, it was a direct sequel from the original. So they had, you know, the original Myers come back and do some scenes, not a lot, because, you know, he's just not the shape he once was. Get it? The shape? So they had, you know, an additional cast member as Michael Myers as well, but he had a mask on, so you really couldn't see his face, and you never really saw Michael Myers' face in the original 1979 Halloween movie. 1978. I always get that mixed up. 1978, 1979. Whatever those two dates are. But you saw like a glance at it, right? And that was it. But this one, if it's a direct sequel to the original Candyman, we've already seen Tony Todd. We've seen how he looks. We've seen the backstory and the urban legend between, you know, with the character. So we know that. So it's going to be a completely new actor playing this character. And I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I don't. You know, it's going to happen. You know, Tony Todd can't come back. I mean, he probably could come back, but does he want to? I don't know. And, you know, with this whole direction, a whole brand new direction that, you know, Jordan Peele and Yahya Abdul-Mateen has, I guess they want to go in something, you know, a different direction. And that's fine. I'm not saying that's it's a bad thing, but they want to try something new. But I'm curious to see how he does as Candyman. First looks, I think he'll look the part. It's just, my thing is the voice. Willie has that nasty, deep, creepy voice that Tony Todd had with his performance in Candyman in 1992. That's my only issue. I need to hear the voice. You know, it's just like the whole Child's Play reboot. You know, him being AI, and I was like, well, Brad Dourif had that voice. He was the only person that voiced Chucky, and it was so iconic. I can't imagine anybody else voicing Chucky. Just wouldn't be right, right? But this is interesting to me. Obviously, you know, Clive Barker was, you know, the creator of the characters and things like that. I don't know if he's going to be help producing this film. That would be kind of cool if he was. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see, you know, some first looks and some more juicy details drop with this next movie, you guys. It's Candyman, so it's definitely gonna creep some people out. It's gonna creep me out. But you know, I'm all with it. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about Yahya Abdul-Mateen being the new Candyman. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions on this, you guys? Post your comments down below. And thank you for taking time today for watching SeaWorld Productions. Peace.